What do I want to do here? I could just buy the rock. The other play is you don't play the pig, and you buy the garlic. Eh. Turn 1, shovel with a pig. That is a reaper that knows no fear. I wish to one day be as brave as that reaper. The only problem here is I am not seeing a good way to fit this banana. Really? Maybe something like this? It still gives up 3 heat. It's a bit better.
Pyro.
Cheater item has returned. I guess we take a blueberry too. Builds for the future. Speeds up our banana now. Shovel Pyro. Yeah, we're gonna try to not buy holy armor. Coming to the stream to learn, getting the idea. Somehow, the optimal strat is to roll the same unique item every time. Yes. Alternatively, you can roll Artifact Stone Fire. That is also an auto-win button. I've been told Dancing Dragon's very good too, but I haven't really been offered that one very much. Pyro is probably the most busted class when you're getting stuff that is either very rare or very ahead of curve. Like, Pyro has multiple rares that dominate the early game. It has multiple uniques that just dominate the game in general. On curve, Pyro is kind of whatever, but if you're ever cheating the curve... They were also a cheater. Or as normal curve. Yeah, yeah. It used to be Pyro was just the nuts. Like, you would buy Torch, make Flaming Torch, and you were very strong. Now, to be very strong, you have to, like, high roll a rare. Dagger. Yeah, dagger or spear. Both absurd. Flame whipping, probably. Worked out last game. We'll try it without sun armor this time to see if we can make the space easier to deal with. The stone badge enable. It's just a 10 gold item for 5 gold. Maybe like a 12 gold item for 5 gold. That also gives you econ. It is 2 garlics and a pig and a trench coat. Yeah, every class has a build that it can go for when it gets Stone Badge. On Ranger, you can go Ivy stuff. On Zerker, you can do whatever you want. On Pyro, you can, well, do whatever you want. On Reaper, you still got Darksaber. Fire Armor, Burning Banner, and Flame Whip, is that optimal? I have no idea. The cryo version of the build felt pretty good last run, though we did kind of high roll our cryo items. Don't need an orb yet. Yeah, I can do that. Don't do this yet. I need...
Fire!
Well, we found a good one. Our damage might be bad this turn, but it's kind of expected after taking Cryo. Expect to lose a couple. They have their torch mispositioned. You're still lose to it, but, you know. Oh. Yeah, okay. I had my whetstone mispositioned. We just don't want this, right? It's worse than our current way of using stamina. Yeah, it only blocks class items, it doesn't block subclass items. There's no reason to buy this now. Other than if we wanted to use more of our rolls this turn. Okay. That's fine. This is what we got lives for. Put the two sandbags together to get another flame and starting bag. Maybe? You could try to get 5 more life. I'm not that worried about it.
Pyro.
So I'm beginning to think that maybe the sun armor was an important part of our previous board. Okay, we win that one. I think I need a third pineapple. 2 should be enough to sustain. Not buying flute number 3. We do need more blueberries to support the books. Or these books. We're not buying this book. Sort of a wobble thinger, but... no potion this game. Lose 5 more life. $69 cold. Nice, nice. This would basically just be for the Empower. hate ice armor. I do hate that this takes up 6 squares, though. So I guess that means I hate ice armor. Shouldn't need more berries. We could make a discomfort. Take another cap. Gems can go in the caps. Oh, yeah. Might as well. Sword. I think I just wanted the stam to always get spent on the flame whip. I'd buy an ice dragon for another weapon, but I think the sword's a little bit too scuffed. Needed the Wopeltinger. I guess the nice thing of the Wopeltinger is Wopeltinger would actually let me buy the sword. But we're never gonna get all for the sword again. Yeah, like our stam looks okay now, but if you add another weapon, it gets worse real fast with all the heat. Not to mention shields. There we go. Full anti-healing. Yeah. Brutal. Blue gem gave him what, like a total extra of 100 damage. Pretty sure purple gem did more there. I guess our only healing is the pineapples this game. Maybe not. Under trumpets. Yeah, I guess this fits. So they got more heat than we did because of chilies, but we have 50 more effective heat than they do. Creating these things. Oh my god. What? Should I just be like double triggering these on Book of Ice rather than getting all of the armor? Gem and discomfort. Oh, sure. Let's just make another discomfort here. ILG Magic Torch. That seems questionable. And by questionable, I mean really, really bad. Okay. Press the go button. I feel like there's nothing else that I can do here. I guess I should have bought the one by one. Oops. There's another one by one. Just wasn't in the bag slot. Oh hey, we finally buy one.
Pyro.
Yeah, so I think we've been getting pretty lucky at finding Book of Ices. And obviously we've been pretty lucky having Stone Badge. But yikes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, they're getting some damage on the wit. I guess the Steel Goob is what eventually scales them into the win. Yeah, they probably don't need these orbs. I don't think it makes a big difference here, but they probably don't need those orbs. How many seconds to kill? It took us 12 seconds to kill. That's probably not the metric that you want to use for evaluating how good the Frost build is, though. Like, 12 seconds looks slow, but I don't know how much effective time 12 seconds is when you take into account how much slower the opponent is. I don't think Flame Whip's what you choose with Steel Cube. It makes sense. One of the big weakness of Flame Whip is that it itself doesn't do very good damage. It ends up attacking very fast, but the raw damage on it's pretty bad. The shape's definitely awkward with Steel Cube. When I was doing it before, I had just the Flame Whip on top and I used other things for triggers. But most Flame Whip comps really want a way to scale flat damage on the whip, which is why you often see a lot of lamps. Because you gotta find some other way to get damage. It used to be you could play Fatigue with it, with Sun Armors, but Sun Armor's gotten a lot worse since then. This comp has, well, a little bit of Empower, but mostly crit from Frozen Flame, and then the alternative win condition of just chilling your opponent out. They synergize pretty well with each other.